Hey there, guys. What's going on today? Welcome to another review vid from PWCAF30. My last video was about the mustache and the haircut and the fedora. Tried to do it with the same angle, couldn't because the stupid iPad doesn't offer you that option. You know, a lot of times you could like flip the camera view or pause it. Yeah, doesn't give you that option. Which for 300 bucks plus, Apple, seriously, you gotta wake up and give us some more options with that shit. Anyway, so going back to the video at hand, this is what I wanted to show you in my previous video. All right. So this is like a very rare. I don't know what you would call this. Like I don't even think it was like a poster. I mean, it can be a poster, I guess. Slash pull out, whatever. But the cool thing about this is that not only is it very rare, I've seen people on eBay, sell for like, what do you call it? Maybe like $10 or something like that. Unfortunately, it's got a little bit damaged with like minor poke holes because I remember one day when I was younger, it was underneath one of my sculpting tables, and I didn't realize it. So unfortunately, every time I went to poke something, made these little dots. So that kind of sucks. The good news is it didn't damage it as badly as I thought it would. And from afar, you can't really, it's not like that obvious, you know what I mean? So, but anyway, still overall decent condition. Again, if you can even find these, you're lucky. Now, so this is a classic Mortal Kombat 4 poster slash moves list on the backside, which I'll get to in a second. But yeah, so this is one of my favorite MK games. It's definitely more, I would say, not as talked about as much as it should be, my opinion. Honestly, just give me 1 second here. Just gonna, sorry, my door opened. Unfortunately, in the video, so there, more quiet. All right. So yeah, Mortal Kombat 4, in my opinion, one of the most badass symbols throughout the series. You get the 4, and then like right in the middle, it's like swords and knives. The way the 4 is shaped, you get the cool swords underneath the Mortal Kombat, and of course you have the regular dragon, the classic dragon symbol. So this is one of my favorite Mortal Kombat games. Very underrated. A lot of people consider it quote unquote the first 3D Mortal Kombat game, but that's actually incorrect. It's only 3D in terms of graphics. It was the first 3D MK as far as a graphical upgrade, with the three-dimensional pixel. The mocap was still done by a lot of the actors who worked on MK for years. I remember what's her name? I think Leah Montegiello, something like that. The chick who played Sindel in MK3. She also played Serena, if memory serves correctly, in Mortal Kombat Mythology Sub-Zero. In the live, cinematic thing that they did with that game. If you played the N64 version, it was just like stills. If you played the PlayStation, it was like a mini live motion capture thing that they did. It was cool. And I think she mocap for Tanya in MK4, and Sonya was done by Carrie Hoskins. Actually, she actually dressed like her too. If you look online, you can find pictures of them. So it's pretty cool. But yeah, anyway, everybody else I'm assuming was done by Carlos. Damn, what's his name? Carlos Mencina. I don't know. I want to say if that's his name. Yeah. Well, anyway, he did. He's got played Raiden MK2. He did a lot of mocap throughout MK over the years, going into the 3D era, and so the cool thing about this, just giving you guys a little MK4 history lesson here. First 3D MK in terms of graphical upgrade, not necessarily gameplay though, Because I know some people say, oh, MK4 was the first 3D, and that game sucked. Not really. Fully three-dimensional technically wasn't until MKW Alliance, Deception, and Armageddon, where you literally move three-dimensionally. You hold up, you move upward. You hold down, you move downward. I don't remember actually if you had to hold a button to do that, but either way, those were fully three-dimensional. MK4 is more, at best, 2.5D. It was mostly 2D. You know, if you double tap the button, I like to switch the button configuration to L. What was it, L1 or left trigger? To me, it was just easier. The run button. If you tap that button twice, you would the guy would sidestep inward, and if you typed if you tap block twice, for me, my particular configuration, you would sidestep inwards. There was also other buttons. It was easier, in my opinion, on the N64 than the PlayStation controller, but that's just my opinion. Also, yeah. So this game was, it's actually a fun game once you get into it. It's super fast paced though, so that may turn people off with the run. Really tried to capitalize on Ultimate MK3, but a lot of people said it failed. It was like kind of a rush job, which I can kind of see, why they feel that way. But it could still be played, very competitively and at a high level, nonetheless, if you wanted to. The N64 version is easily the best port outside of the arcade. I remember trying the computer version at my friend's place way back, and that shit just like froze. The PlayStation version sucks balls. It's like I wouldn't even waste my time with it. It lags. If the load times suck, it freezes during fatalities. Like it's bad. And it doesn't look as good as the N64 either. So yeah. So this is the front of this little poster here, or pull out, whatever you want to call it. And we're going to go through the characters, okay? So you got Reptile, you got Jax, Sub-Zero, Scorpion, Raiden, Rico, Tanya, Quan Chi, Shinnok, Sonya, Kai, Liu Kang, Fujin, Johnny Cage, and Jerick. You could also play as, I believe, Noob Saibot and Goro and Meat. You had to put in like a secret code and like the invisible cursor and do something. So I'm going to show you the backside. Okay. Backside's a little more curly since I've had it folded in the thing there for, I can't think of what you call those things. They're poster holders, but yeah. Okay, so you got here on this side you have stay open. Oh, what the hell? No, you don't want to stay open. Okay. Stay. So on this side you have Liu Kang's moveset and his finishing moves, fatalities. So you got the bicycle kick, the leap kick, the fireball high, fireball low, fatality 1, fatality 2, stage fatality, spike, stage fatality fan. So right, this is the one MK game where the stage fatality inputs were actually different. Yeah, crazy, huh? And then even gave you a little advanced technique. RC, what does that stand for? Huh. Run cancel, maybe? I'm actually not sure. I don't know, anybody who may know, or maybe you want to remind me, I'm sure I used to know, I just forgot that term, RC. I'm going to assume run cancel, but it says do bicycle kick and then leap kick, break 45%. So they give you little, hints to do massive damage, little combos. And Scorpion, you got spear, teleport punch, air throw, breath fire, weapon. Yeah, I just realized I don't tell you Liu Kang's weapon. By the way, the weapon, if another thing that MK4 also introduced. A lot of people who played, MK the last 10, 15 years, they think that, oh, MKX introduced interactables and picking up weapons and shit, and MK11, no. MK4 did it first. MK4 might have even been the first fighting game to do it. I'm not sure about that, but I know for a fact it's the first Mortal Kombat in this in the entire franchise to introduce weapons. You could pull them out and throw them. You would only lose them if they ducked or sidestepped it, but if they blocked it, or if you hit them, it would bounce right back onto the stage, so anybody could pick it up and use it or throw it. So everybody had their own weapon, and they tell you the finishing moves here. Again, the one fatality, stage fatality, would be like blah blah blah, high kick, and the fan would be blah blah blah, low kick. Why they couldn't make them the same is beyond me. So yeah, and then you got advanced technique here. Jump, high punch, high punch, high punch, sweep, spear, breaker. So these are just some combos. And you got here, unfortunately, seeing the spots there with that poke from the other side, but doesn't matter. You got Fujin. This is my character. Well, I used Fujin a lot. I used Scorpion. I used Raiden, Sub-Zero, and Reptile a little bit, and occasionally Liu Kang. Those are my mains in MK4. Oh yeah, and Jerk too. I forgot a little bit of Jerk. So yeah, Fujin, you got the whirlwind spin, dive kick, tornado lift, slam, after lift. Yeah, you had to do a separate input to slam him. Rising knee, weapon, fatality 1, fatality 2, stage fatalities. And again, like, I don't know why they didn't tell you the weapon there. And then advanced technique. So yeah, and it says SC. Trying to figure out, I gotta figure out what these abbreviations stand for, because like SC, down low kick. That sounds more like an anti-air, honestly, because down low kick into lift, slam, uppercut, jump kick. Yeah. Alright, and then you got Kai, falling fireball, rising fireball, air fist, super roundhouse, handstand, weapon, fatality 1, fatality 2, fatality, stage spike, yeah, and stage fan, advanced technique. Alright, then you got Jax, ground wave, dash punch, backbreaker, fireball, multi-slam, weapon, fatality 1, fatality 2, stage fatalities, yep. Advanced technique, 54%. He had a 54 jump, high punch, multi-slam. Wow. This game also, MK4 also had a, something called, it was like max damage. So once you reach like, 40% or 44%, it would break. That's why you can't keep doing it. A lot of characters had a lot of different ones though, different percentages. You got Tanya, fireball, air fireball, split kick, corkscrew kick, weapon, fatality, stage, advanced technique. That. Okay. You got Sub-Zero, Ice Blast, Ice Clone, Slide, Weapon, Fatality 1, Fatality 2, Stage Fatality, Advanced Technique. Sonya, Fireball, Leg Grab, Square Wave Punch, Vertical Bicycle Kick, Air Throw, Front Flip Kick, Weapon, Fatality 1, Fatality 2, Stage, Advanced Technique. Hua Chi, Air Throw, Telestomp, Flying Skull, Slide Kick, Weapon Steal, Weapon. That's right, he had a Weapon Steal. I forgot about that. That was such a cheap move. Fatality 1, Fatality 2, Stage Fatalities, Advanced Technique. Then we got up here, my boy Raiden, Torpedo, Teleport, Lightning Bolt, Weapon, Fatality 1, Fatality 2, Stage Fatalities, Advanced Technique. Oh. This thing just does not want to cooperate, does it? I'm going to use some putty here that I have. I'm always using putty. Just to hold it. And, let's see here. Okay. right. Better. Reptile. Acid Spit, Dashing Punch, Invisibility, Super Crawl, Weapon, Fatality 1, Fatality 2, Stage Fatality. Rico, or some people call him Reiko. Teleport Slam, Circular Teleport, Flip Kick, Shurikens, Weapon, Fatality 1, Fatality 2, Stage Fatalities, Advanced Technique, then Jerk. You got, Cannonball Roll, Ground Shaker, Tri-Blade, Vertical Roll, Weapon, Fatality 1, Fatality 2, Stage Fatality, Advanced Technique. Jerk. Oh, Shinnok, excuse me. Shinnok was essentially Shang Tsung in this game, so you could just morph to anybody. So you got Jerk, Sub-Zero, Scorpion, Reiko, Liu Kang, Sonya, Quan Chi, Johnny Cage, and I think they spelled Johnny Cage wrong. Kai, Fujin, Raiden, Reptile, Jax, Tanya, Weapon, Fatality 1 and 2, Stage Fatality. And of course you have Noob Sidebot, as I mentioned earlier, was a secret character, Goro, and Meat. The Meat was just a skin, which is pretty cool for everybody. Now here are the weapons, everybody's weapons. You got Liu Kang, Dragon Sword. Also, for the hardcore fans, if you pay attention, MK11, there's one stage with the Jinsei stage. This is right in the middle. You could leap off it and jump kick people, or you could just pull and slam people, slice them in the face with it. Nice little nod there. Scorpion, the longsword. Yeah, he's always got the sword. Looks a little different than some of the swords in other games, but Raiden, the Warhammer mallet. Reptile, Battle Axe, which is funny because in Ultimate MK3, the ninjas actually, well, not all of them. Scorpion has it, Smoke has it. I don't think any of the other ninjas have it, if memory serves me correctly. I want to say Ermac had it, but I don't think he actually had that in Ultimate MK3. They actually gave Ermac an axe in the 3D MKs, in Deception and in Armageddon, however. Though it was a different looking axe than that. Let's see here. It's like Sub-Zero's axes in MK11 looks similar to that also. So you got Reiko, he's got the Spike Club. You got Jarek, he's got the Black Dragon Sword. You got Quan Chi with the Mace. Sub-Zero with the Ice Scepter. I just thought that was a cool looking weapon. Kai with the Gurkha knife. Johnny Cage with the Bowie knife. I feel like that should be more. That should have been Jarek's weapon, you know, as a not the Kano. Got Fujin with the crossbow, of course. Tanya with the boomerang. Fujin has also had a sword in some other games, but the crossbow, as you guys know, they gave him that back in MK11. Jax, Spike Club. They should have given Jax and Reiko something different. They're too similar, if you ask me. See, there's Reiko's and there's Jax's. Sonya, Windblade. Windblade. Be funny if Fujin would have had that originally. Windblade. This is a pretty cool weapon though. Like it slices you up. This is actually no doubt inspiration for the MKX and MK11 specifically with the interactable, the Lin Kuei stage. There's like this weapon that spins and you could slice the guy up. And then you got Shinnok, the battle staff. Also looks like the same weapon. I can't remember the name of it right now, but it's the same weapon that Sindel uses. Yeah, in MK11. So, hope you guys like this video. It's I just hit 19 minutes, so it's very long. Hope you didn't mind the length. I just want to give you guys a cool breakdown of something that I have that's very rare in my very big MK collection of things. I don't remember where I got this, to be honest. I think I got it. I probably got it when I got MK4, obviously. Or maybe in a magazine or something. I don't know. It was just I gotta do research on that actually. But occasionally you see it online. Somebody usually selling it. But yeah, it's a rare piece. You know, it's pretty cool. Like I said, on this side you got all the moves, the breakdowns, some hints, tips of the arcade version of MK5. I believe this is for the arcade version, not the N64. Because they did make a couple of changes for certain things. But yeah, and then like I said, on this side you got the poster end of it. side of it, all the characters. So, hope you guys like this video. Tell me your thoughts, comment, rate, subscribe, and I'll see you later. MK4.